Hi everyone. Today we're going to discuss about the Pearson Edexcel IGCSE business investigating small business lesson. This is a regional paper. You can see the paper code. The normal paper code is normally IGCSE exam 4BS1. This is 4BS1/01 R. R stands for regional paper. So let's start this paper. So the investigating small business mean this is the paper one. Paper one normally like a paper one and paper two difference is only case study. The case study actually this paper one normally is based on sole trader or partnership of a small private company which is less than 50 employees. Paper two is a large business organization, probably a publicly listed company or multinational company, which you have more than 250 employees. So that's the difference. So this case study, if you see the same thing, paper out of 80, and you have a 90 mark, 80, 90, 1.5 hours, 90 minutes, and paper out of 80. So always that means you have extra 10 minutes only. That is to read the paper and read the questions and understand the case study and plan your answers. That extra 10 minutes is there. So other than that, keep always when you're writing, keep these marks as a indication for the timing. For example, it's a 1 mark question, 1 minute. Mark question, 6 minutes, like that. Okay, let's go to the case study. This case study was a local. You can see the bakery school, Loaf. Loaf is a bakery and cookery school, and then it set up was a Tom Baker in the Birmingham, UK. Set up by the Tom Baker, the UK. The aim is to promote the real food and healthy living. It wants to use its skilled chefs to bring real food to the kitchens of the local community. So mainly you can see this business organization was mainly a bakery and cookery school. The name is Loaf, right? And they're owned by the Tom Baker in the Birmingham, UK, and aim is to promote the real food and healthy living. So not to maximize the profit. So it want to use its skilled chef to bring real food to kitchens to the local community. It uses its cookery courses and bakery to help restore the local high street. Loaf also hosts pop-up events called one-off events in different parts of the city where it shows off its products. Any profit made through these events is directed towards the furthering Loaf's charitable work. So that means this is kind of a social enterprise also. And a Loaf operates in a scheme called the Waste Not. The second para is really important. They are operating in a scheme called Waste Not. So at the end of the day, Loaf donates any leftover food to charities who distribute it to local people. In addition, Loaf provides a recycling hub to the community. So that's they are doing. So organize, you can see that like a Loaf. So they two programs they have right now: Waste Not program, and the other one is the recycling hub of the local community. That means they are not actually all the leftover food from the bakery, the cookery school, and everything they are giving for the donates to the local charities for the local people. And in addition, they provide recycling hub for the local community, like recycling, especially like papers and everything. You can recycle. So they are supporting environment in this case a lot. So you can see this is kind of a social enterprise. So they say at the end, any profit made through these events directed towards the furthering of charitable work. So actually, it's a social enterprise. You can see, even though it's mentioned like so they are providing cookery courses, everything. So this is they are standing for a good cause. So you can see this is a kind of a at the end they say Loaf is a social enterprise. Social enterprise, which is 9 members of staff, 6 of whom are directors. You can see that's how Loaf operate here in the local environment. So this is the first time normally in Edexcel they're asking social enterprise in their case study. So normally they used to give always partnerships and sole traders, but this time they have given a social enterprise as their case study. Let's go to the MCQ question. There are 6 MCQs. This question you can answer from chat line. Question number 1: which one of the following is a non-financial business objective? Non-financial means this is not mainly profit basis. They want other something else, right? Not the financial side. Non-financial business objective. They have given 4 answers: profit, sales, market share, personal satisfaction. This answer pretty easy question. You can see everyone visible. I got answers from 2 students. Both answers are correct, right? So answer is mark personal satisfaction. Yes, personal satisfaction is the correct answer for business objective, non-financial. Question number 2. Which one of the following is a part of the Boston matrix? Boston matrix is, I know, it's a 2 by 2 matrix which we are talking about the market share and market growth. In Boston matrix, we normally categorize the product portfolio into 4 categories by using the 2 criteria called market share and market growth. So you know that the high market share, high market growth, both we call star product, rising star. Low market share and low market growth we call dog product. High market share but low market growth rate we call cash cow, and high growth rate but low market share we call problem child. So this case, the correct answer is A, the rising star. So yeah, a lot of students actually gave the correct answer. Thank you very much. So A is the correct answer. Rising star is a pretty easy question, but you should memorize because those 4 criteria: star, dog, question mark, cash cow, like that. Okay. Question number 3, MCQ part. Which one of the following is an additional payment to a basic wage? Additional payment to a basic wage. Select one answer. Human resource management, employee payment. I got answers from 3 students. Promotion, bonus, job enrichment, piece rate. Right. Additional payment to basic. Promotion is not additional wage. Bonus is a correct answer here. Job enrichment is a non-financial motivation. Piece rate is a method of payment. So correct answer is a bonus. Bonus thing normally we normally define something, a payment to in addition to a basic wage. Due to this can be performance bonus, it can be seasonal bonus. It's an extra salary you're getting, right? This is product life cycle. After a long time, the product life cycle question tested here. Product life cycle, they are given 4 phases: phase 1, 2, 3, 4. We normally use an acronym called this one DIGMSD, but that's the development, introduction, growth, maturity, saturation, and decline point. But here the main point they've given here, this is the introduction stage, growth stage, maturity stage, and the phase 4 we can see decline stage. Right. So development stage is not given. Introduction, growth, maturity, decline stage is given. They're asking what is the correct label for phase 2. Phase 2, then you know everyone. This is the growth stage of the stage, because that's very steep. We can see here the angle. We can see organizations have a after development point they are going to growth stage. The next step. The correct answer is the growth. The answer here is A is the correct answer for A. Right. 5 students gave the correct answer. Excellent, right? Very good. Keep it up. 5th question. Loaf charges 165 for its day-long seafood masterclass course. So because this is they're providing a cookery courses. So their main business is courses. They're normally providing cookery courses, bakery courses, pastry courses, everything. And they have a bakery also. Bakery mean like the cookery school, the food and everything. They are going to test it. They are going to sell it, and they are normally the leftover food they are going to give it to charities also. So they are charging 165 for the day-long seafood masterclass course. The cost of a loaf of the running this course is only $66. $66. They're charging for one student $165, 165 pounds. So you can see the markup here. They're asking calculate the markup. Markup calculation is easy. No need to memorize the formula. Just go to the formula sheet. You can see here markup formula is given here. Profit per item, cost per item into 100. Profit per item divided by cost per item into 100. Now go to the question down. So here you can calculate the profit per item. How to calculate? They are selling 165. The cost for this is 66. It's 165 minus 66. You have a 99 pound profit per item. Cost per item is only 66. So divide the 99 by 66 and multiply by 100. So you can the markup percentage is 150%. 150%. So correct answer is B. This time also, 5 students gave the correct answers, 150 given by 5 students. Very good, excellent, keep it up. You need to memorize here. What you have to do, actually go to the formula sheet, correctly take the formula into your uh, calculator, and then substitute the number and find the correct answer. That's how you have to find the answer for part 5. Okay, part 6. Loaf is offering some Japanese students the opportunity to take part in the 2-hour bao dumpling courses. It's a 2-hour course. The course will cost £65. £65, 2-hour course. After finishing the course, you are getting the skill, or sometimes they might give a certificate also for you. You quickly finish some course dumplings. Right. So exchange rate that time, £1 equals 148.86 Japanese yen. It's a foreign exchange question. Just exchange conversion, the spot rate. So that given 65, and the spot rate to the pound yen conversion rate, £1 go to 148.86. Just multiply, easy peasy. Right? If you multiply 65 times the spot rate of 148.86, you can get the correct answer. Which one of the following amount did the Japanese students pay from the Japanese yen? So it should becomes 9,675.90 Japanese yen. D is the correct answer. 65 times 148.86 means 9,675 students. Yes, our students keep answering the questions correctly. Very good. So this is the easy question. Just take the spot rate, spot exchange rate, multiply with the pound with the Japanese yen, then you can find the correct Japanese yen answer, 9675.90. Okay. Now that's the end of the MCQ part. Let's go to the definition question. There are 2 definition questions, 2 state questions, and explain questions and analyze question in question of 1. This time this paper asked the 2 definition question. Define the term capital intensive production. Define the term quantitative data. Right? If you remember the last paper we discussed, they asked to define globalization, and they asked to define right, what do you mean by social enterprise. But this case, they have given a social enterprise as a case study, and they asked to define capital intensive production and quantitative data. So both, you can see capital intensive production, labor intensive production, and quantitative data is a kind of marketing thing. This is a production management lesson. What capital intensive means, you can say where the organization uses more capital compared to labor, right? That's capital intensive. This is not 100% machines. It's actually 80% machine, like 20% labor. Like the majority of the resources are capital or machines. So you can say the answer like normally. This answer you can see where the organization use more capital compared to labor. That kind of a meaning should be come in your answer. The marking scheme say the answer production method that take more use of machinery than labor. Production method that take more use of machinery than labor. So keyword must be there, machinery than labor. So that means not 100% machine. That is wrong definition. If you write someone 100% using machine is a capital intensive, that's wrong. So capital intensive means using more machinery compared to labor than machine. Okay. The next definition is the question number 1C. Correct definition of quantitative data. You can see the data that is expressed as numbers or numericals. Numbers or numericals is the correct answer. Yes, a lot of students actually they have given the correct answer. Numbers or numericals, that must be there. Data expressed as numbers or numericals is the correct answer. The answer. Okay, now you can see the this question, state question. State question also 1 mark question, but you have to apply to the case study. You have a touch of the case study. State 1 reason why Tom Baker set up his business as a social enterprise. So when you again give a brief introduction of the case study. So this Tom, he was the bakery and the kind of a bakery school, cookery school set up by the Tom Baker, sole trader, Birmingham, because he wanted to do that thing. He wanted to use this using its skilled chef to bring real food to the kitchens of the local community. That is like he want to do some kind of service, real food. That means you want to do kind of a quality service, quality food you want to offer to the society. And as a result, he offered, like pop-up events and different parts of the city and everything. All the profit made through this event directed towards the furthering the law of charitable work. So he didn't take that part. So most of the time he given a lot of profit he earns and the food left over everything back to society. That's why he called it's a social enterprise. Social enterprise means you can see it's actually doing with the objective of social welfare. Okay, that's a case study. Now come back to the question. They're asking, state one reason why Tom Baker set up his business as a social enterprise. He should be able to easily set up his business as a sole trader and maybe able to run with a good profit. But this case, he wanted to actually uh, donate his profit and his earnings and everything to charitable purpose. So how, why, when you write this answer, how can you write with the application? So you can see he could use this profit to help his local community, because why he started as an operator social enterprise. You can see Tom Baker, or he could use his profit to help his local community, or you can say his main objective want to actually give something a charitable uh, contribution to the society. That's why he used his profit. Uh, he used it for helping his local community. Right? What a wonderful business, right? That's a state 1 mark question. If you talk about the society giving that charity thing, then only you can actually get a good marks. Part D is like that. When you go to after the calculation question, part E. Okay, so use your calculators here. Tom Baker is looking to increase his profit so Loaf can support more local projects. So the revenue from his pop-up events in 2016 was £23,546. It's a good income, right? But in 2017, this is increased by 3%. Okay, now you're asking to calculate the revenue for 2017. Show your workings here, this space. So 23,546 multiplied by 1 plus G, right? 1 plus I can see you can multiply by 1.03. So just calculate 3% and add that thing to 23,546. How can you use a calculator for this? Is if you're using scientific calculator, you can just type 23,546, right? Multiply by 3 and shift and the equation sign, that's 3%. Then you can see the 3% visible in your calculator. 706 plus 38. 706 plus 38 like this. You can see it's 706 plus 38. And then what you can do, you can put the easily plus sign here. You can press the plus button here and you can see the correct answer. Right now it can be visible in the calculator. You can see. So correct answer is 24,252.38. So 24,252.38. So always give your answer to 2 decimal points. Yes, actually 3 students gave the correct answers. Very good, excellent. Keep it up. So I'll show you the marking scheme and how they show you the workings in this question, this calculation. Sometimes you're using calculator, no need to show the workings again. You can just try the correct answer. We are confident. We are awarding full mark for the correct numerical answer without working also. But I guess you can easily write that answer, the working you can show like this. What is a 3%? And add that 3% and show the value. So it's 24,252.38. Right? So, and always give your answer to 2 decimal points. That's also, don't forget to put that one, 2 decimal points. Okay, so next question, question number 1, part F. Explain question. Explain one method a small business might use to increase its profit. Explain one method a small business might use to increase its profit. Methods of increasing profit, if you talk about this question, especially explain question, you don't need to apply anything. So now you can forget about the case study and you can write a general answer. The way of increasing profit, normally we are using 2 methods to increase profit. One way is to increase the revenue. Second way is to decrease the cost. So either increasing revenue or either cost cutting. Both methods are correct. So in this case, you can see you have to explain that 3 sentences you have to write for 3 mark question. Possible answers you can see Look at the model answer. Profit could be increased by cutting cost. So cost cutting approach you explain here in this answer. Profit could be increased by cutting cost. A small business could cut the number of workers it has or reduce their hours. So if the revenue stays the same, this will increase the profit. So always give your answer to like that. So compare with the small business. How small business can reduce their cost? They can do this by cutting the number of workers, cut the number of workers or cut the number of hours, reduce the hours they are working. So then they can increase their revenue. Revenue will be same, and then they can profit will be increased. So sometimes if you write different method, list three sometimes they say answer that list three methods which no explanation will get maximum 1 mark. So I'm always repeating in explain question, stick to 1 point. Don't write multiple points. This always bring a disadvantage for you. Right? Don't jump into another point while you're writing another point. Always stick to one point. What's the point here? Cutting cost. Cutting cost. So no need to write increase the revenue, sales revenue. No need to write that. So revenue stays same. Revenue stays same. This will increase the profit by cutting cost because cutting cost. Give example for cutting cost. How can the small business can they cut cost? Can see okay they can increase the they can decrease the labor cost, direct material cost. Sometimes the labor hours they are using, so they can decrease this one, and they can as a result of that they will be able to cut down the cost and increase the profitability. That is possible. So you have to explain like that, right? Okay, the next question. So 3 mark question, I'm again repeating, no application. It is AO1 only, assessment objective 1. They're checking knowledge. Okay, analyze question. Yeah, we have to stick to the case study. Now think about the case study again, the bakery school. Analyze the importance of environmental factors for Loaf. So in this second paragraph, I want to take you to the case study. The second paragraph, they have mentioned two important things which relates to the environmental thing. So in this business, the environmental, they say Loaf operates in a scheme called the waste not, and at the end of the day they are donating in leftover foods charities and distribute to local people. That's the first thing they are doing. In addition, what they do, the law provides a recycling hub for their local community. So therefore the two things they are doing in terms of the environmental contribution, like there is helping society with the we are not actually disposing into like a garbage thing, so they are giving their food leftover quality foods to local people. And also recycling hub, sometimes they have so many like items. Sometimes it can be plastic, it can be polythene, it can be aluminum or silver foil, anything. You can use it for recycling hub in the local community papers. We can use that. So we have used, this is a case study, environmental. Then they have two projects. You have to write them. You have to narrate this into 6 mark question. Analyze the importance of environmental factors for Loaf, because you can use this one environmental factor, one advantage. They are important advantages. So you can say it's marketing advantage is there, definitely organization because of being environmental being, you have a marketing advantage, and the because you can say proudly that we are actually giving this food leftover. We are not actually wasting. We are not giving to like a like put dustbin. We are not putting into dustbin. We are giving it to actually the food leftover. Everything we are contributing to the poor people in the society, and also that you can use as a marketing campaign, and also you can use that as a good increase the goodwill level of the reputation of the business. You can say proudly you can we are contributing to the recycling part of the environment. Therefore, the bakery, all the items, the aluminium, it can be the paper bags, everything we can use. We can use for recycling purpose. So you have to narrate a nice answer for this kind of 6 mark questions. Yeah, using these two application points, you have to write an answer like this. I'll show you the model answer here. There is more interest in the business becoming a green, and law provides somewhere for the community to recycle. Loaf operates in the waste not scheme by giving away waste instead of disposing of it, reduce the amount of business disposes. So first point, they're becoming a green. So Loaf provides somewhere like a community to recycle. Look at the analysis point of that. If the business is able to recycle packaging, then it can cut costs, leading to more profit to be contributed back to the local community. You can help back to the more local community because by reducing the packaging cost, this can again that increased profit he can actually use it because it's social enterprise. Don't forget, they are using every profit, every single penny they are earning for the societies, the local development. So customers will be happy about this, and we can physically see their local area being helped. There's another evaluation like a analysis point. So customers will be happy. They can see. They will be able to physical. They can see the local area being helped. Moreover, like waste not scheme, by giving away the waste instead of disposing of that, they reduce the amount of business disposals. This is important for Loaf as customers will be able to see what the business is helping the charities to meet its social objectives and reducing any waste that is produced as a business. So customers can identify both options. Customers can see. Customers will be happy. That's the analysis point, right? So if you support this point, customers will be happy. They know, okay, you are achieving some social mission. So helping charities. So as a result of that, business focus area, I can see this will lead to increase the profitability of the organization, the sales revenue, and then that again, you can spend that amount of money to the back to society. So really like a general knowledge, common sense question. But some I know a lot of students, this kind of questions they are going to normally messed up this kind of question because this is you have to think little bit more about environmental factors. Important environmental factors. Sometimes people talking just to reduce the pollution and everything. They are not talking about the how this environment factor supporting environment thing will help to the business in terms of customer support, customer loyalty, everything. They talk like that way, think like that way, right? So this is the end of the question number 1. So first question is over, 20 mark question. Okay, let's go to our next second question. This case study, now primary market research. State one primary market research method that Loaf could use. Don't forget this is a state question, so application must be used. So primary research method, definitely I know you very well know that primary research method is called field research, so that we can collecting or counting information from the first hand. Primary market research methods are the questionnaires, focus group, observations, are the primary research survey, are the primary research methods. So this method, how can you write with the application? Loaf could use. You can see the bakery, the courses. You can get some primary market research. They can do is you can ask from the you can see questionnaire from the existing students in the bakery, hotel, school, or sometimes you can give some kind of like observation in the society what the people are like to. You can go to other restaurants and see what kind of items people are looking like that. So this kind of thing. So think about the restaurant industry and write some answer based on that. Just writing questionnaire, no marks. Just write a focus group, no marks. How? Okay, let's see the marking scheme, model answer, how they support this answer. They say questionnaire for each person taking part in a cookery class. This is the application. Questionnaire to whom? To each person taking part in the cookery class. Easy question, right? That's why, but don't get confused. Don't write just a question. I'm again alarming for you because a lot of students, actually, I know from my experience, most of the students actually they are going to write just a questionnaire focus group. They forget totally. They have to write the application form. So definitely whatever, because it's 1 mark also. They are not thinking that is 1 mark. This will be correct. They're thinking like that. But don't forget the command word state, and it's AO2 application. Right? So I'm again and repeating for you. State question, please write some application point. Otherwise, you will lose this 1 mark for nothing because you know the answer, but you don't know how to apply, how you present the answer. So don't do that mistake again in your answers. So always state questions, outline questions, right? Analyze question, justify question, evaluate question. Application is really important. So what are the situations that you don't need any application? 3 markers and define questions. No need any application in those situations. Other than that, entire paper you have to write application. Always keep the case study in your head while you're writing. Okay. Another state question. State 1 drawback of Loaf of poor customer service. Poor customer service. Who are the customers in this case? The students. The students are the customer, the consumer. They are the one who actually following courses, bakery courses, pastry courses. different courses. So, and also sometimes they are offering their foods for the local like a charities. Their food they eat. Normally the people they eat the bakery product they are selling to their customers. One drawback of poor customer service, then they will not come back to the organization. Their reputation will go down. Poor customer service will be badly affecting the organization. And to write some negative part of this as in drawback. So customer service is important, but we have to talk about the negative customer service, the poor customer service. This will be how it impacted the law. You can see it's damage the local brand. Damages brand, Loaf brand, and leading to less people joining the cookery classes or buying bakery products. So as a result, what happened? Then you will, that society there is a rumor going on. This organization is not good. Then what happened? People will not join for your cookery classes. They will not buying any bakery products from you. That's what happened. So there are so many acceptable other responses as well. So state question, therefore, you can say without writing reduce the market share, without reduce the sales, you can say it's reduce the number of students joining to cookery classes. That's the application point. Then you can say like buying bakery product rather than writing reducing sales. You can say reducing the bakery product sales. I think you can understand this because we are doing so many papers and then past paper questions and model papers and mock revision papers. So every question paper, I'm giving these advices for you. So then only you can go to A-Stein business. You write like that, you can go to very good answer. Okay, we are going to see explain question one benefit of business of using an e-newsletter. This is the first time e-newsletter question checked in Edexcel. Normally, electronic mediums are there, but e-newsletters, right? Sometimes students confuse what is a newsletter. E-newsletter, electronic newsletters. Explain one benefit to a business of using this one. Write the benefit and then explain that benefit. You know, guys, e-newsletters are normally sending by through an email address. Sometimes it can be frequently monthly subscription, or sometimes it can be weekly. So no need to apply to the case study here. So you can just write e-newsletter can target the existing customer. And one BLT point is enough. What is BLT? Bacon, lettuce, tomato. Because leads to therefore. You can use because of this e-newsletter, they can target the existing customer you can target. And therefore this will leads to, or this will allow it to introduce new products. They can use this as advertising material, right? And also, and this can encourage more sales. So I haven't mentioned any application here. So this can target the existing market, existing customer. Therefore, they allow this to introduce new products and information. They can share all the recent updates about the business. Therefore, they can encourage more sales, and they can give information about their new items, new products, and increase more sales. So that's how you have to write for e-newsletter. So don't need to mention and define what is a e-newsletter. If you don't need to mention, it's like a shared over the internet through the emails. No need to write like that. They're asking just the importance of that. So in importance mean you have to write just the importance of benefit of using e-newsletter. Business can give information about their products, about their new outlets, about their new facilities they're providing in the organization. Therefore, customers will be more aware about their information. Then target customers will be repeat purchase the business. Then they will come again and again, which increase their revenue. That's how you have to write. No application to the law of this bakery business case study. You have to just explain the benefit of e-newsletter. No need to define this e-newsletter. Okay, some people they confuse it. This kind of a question. Explain question. You can see this time they have given like a half a page, but usually they are given like 6 lines only. But this time they are given like more extra space in these new questions. So that also keep in mind that giving like a too much of space means no need to fill everything. Some students that also they taken into like a wrongly. They are feeling okay. If we write 3 sentences, they say this is not enough because they have given so many spaces for us. We should fill everything. That's a myth, right? Because they are given this much of spaces. The Edexcel identified as students' handwritings are different. Some students need more space. Some students need less space because based on the size of the handwriting, the font size. Therefore, don't get confused. 3 marks mean You have to only write like a just three sentences, one BLT point without application. So e-newsletter advantages, you can use as a promotional method to the target existing customers. You can send via emails to them, and then you can give me information regarding the products, regarding their new branches, outlets, facilities, and so and so and so. Then you can, at the end, you can say, therefore, they can, it will be benefit for them because they can encourage their sales also, right? So no need to apply to the case study, just write and explain, elaborate using three sentences. That then you can get 3 out of 3, because there are a lot of 3-marker questions are there in this paper, right? Right? 1 12-marker, 2 9-marker, 3 6-marker, and there are there are about like a 5 3-mark questions are there, 5 6 3-mark questions are there. Right. Look at the part D, another 3-marker question. Here we go. Explain one responsibility of the human resource function in a business. Again, no need to application. Responsibility of human resource functions are so many responsibilities are there. The departmental functions we discuss under human resource management, person management. From the job description, for everything, job description, job analysis, human resource planning, recruitment, training, right? Hiring, firing, everything, training, motivation, grievance handling, so many things they are doing. About 16 functions, I believe they have talk about those functions, 16 functions of the human resource department. Preparing job description, job analysis, human resource planning, giving out promotion, performance appraisal, recruitment, selection, shortlisting, interview, right? So many responsibilities they are doing. So grievances handling, staff welfare and development, training opportunities, motivating. So many responsibilities are done by a human resource management in a functional business area. This is really important functional area these days. So many organizations are thinking, because manpower, the human resource. Normally, the new term for this is we are talking people management, the people management, people in business. So people manager, we don't call human resource manager, we call people manager or personal manager. So important because responsibilities are a lot. So I can explain one responsibility only, not to mention multiple responsibility which I have mentioned. Take one, for example, let's say training. You can talk about the, yes, one responsibility of the human resource management is training employees in the organization. This will include giving induction training, on the job training, off job training, which will lead to increase their skills and attitudes, and in the organization, which will lead to increase the productivity level. That's one aspect. Okay, that's training. So I take the training and I explain what are the example of training and what will be impact for the training, like what kind of advantage of there from the training for the organization. Like this. So you can see recruitment is another responsibility. What are the types of recruitment? Organization can responsible work is recruitment. There are internal recruitment as well as external recruitment. By recruiting workers, organizations can smoothly manage the organization flow without any disruption, because the manpower need will be fulfilled by the proper recruitment process. The recruitment process will include the other items also. The recruitment process will handle the conducting interviews, shortlisting, everything will be, you can say. So stick to one responsibility and elaborate that point. You must have that talent, that skill. In a writing business, you must have a lot of like a essay writing skills. This is a like a complete, you can see like 95% of the paper is writing paper, like English and like a comprehension, narrative writing. So the business paper is not hard paper. So it's just a common sense, but where you are presenting your answer is the most important thing here. There are unique styles of writing. That's why in my explanation, I'm explaining those unique styles, the secrets of the, right? These are the secrets of writing. So a lot of people, they don't know about these things, right? But so if you master these techniques, you can easily go for a star or 9 in the business, right? So so I'll show you what is the marking schemas of this explain question. Then you can get a good idea. Question number 3 part, question number 2 part D. This is a responsibility of the human resource department. One responsibility is recruitment, where the human resource function creates recruitment documents and carry out interviews, allowing the business to hire the right person for the job. There are so many ways, except any other appropriate responses. You can say recruitment, they can do internal recruitment, external recruitment. Or you can say they can provide the documents such as job description, not person specification, not advertise and not interview. Therefore, they can able to hire the right person to the organization to the job like that. So this is how you have to write for a 3 mark question. There are so many ways to write these answers. So in examination, we'll see when you're marking our papers, uh, we can identify some people get to 1 out of 3 if you write multiple answers. Some write 2 out of 3 if you feel that you are not explained properly, like you finish on like a 2 sentences, they are giving like a 2 out of 3. So write properly like a 3 sentences at least in order to get 3 marks. Another 3 markers back to back. Like three-marker questions, 3 explained questions are coming in second question. This is very important question. The second question, what I'm saying, second question starting with the 2 states question, 1 application-based question. Then again, there are 3 marks, 3 mark question coming. Every paper is like that, same format, same structure. 1 C also explained question, D also explained question, and E also explained question. And then only 9 marker question coming here, right? Okay. Let's say, so that's why it's very easy. Why I'm saying the 3 mark is the most easiest one. Why? You don't need to mention any case study. You can still forget about the case study. This is the only chances that you can write without case study application, because that's the most important thing, guys. So students, my always that uh, in marking, when I saw the always students are lacking application skills. Majority of students, the main common weakness in business is they don't know how to apply. They don't know how to apply. So what 3 markers mean is a chance for you. This is a chance. You can write the answer without application. You can forget about that case study and write. They are so only knowledge. Explain. Use that BLT model. Right? Don't write any application to the case study. Use that freedom. Write freely. Explain freely. This is asking just-in-time method. Okay. Production management, operation management, like a stock controlling technique. Explain one way which just-in-time method of stock control might benefit the business. Here you can talk about just-in-time benefit. If you use that just-in-time technique, you no need to keep any space for buffer stock, right? So space will be released. You can talk about the space and explain that again. Space can be rent out, extra space, space release. Then what happens? No need to like a stock holding cost is not there, stock ordering cost is not there. Right, so mainly just in time, the space you can occupy for something else productively, or you can rent out that space for some other business and get some extra money income you can earn out of that. Therefore, just in time will be increase the efficiency and the profitability of the business organization by reducing the stock level. That's one aspect. There are so many ways that you can write the advantage just in time. We talk about the advantage and disadvantage just in time. So pick one advantage of just in time and explain that point. Let's go to part E, the marking scheme, the model lines. I'll show you take some idea. You can see just-in-time stock control method could reduce the space needed, the same point I have mentioned. Reduce the space need to hold buffer stock, which leading to a reduction in storage cost and allow the business to have stock as when the is needed. So that's the thing. Flexibility will increase because if you need some space, then you have that space and allow the business to have stocks as when they needed. So application is not needed for this kind of a question. Okay, and finally, I would like to go through the 9 mark question in this paper, second paper, last question to end up with this session. So Loaf 9 mark question really important, very, very important question, because there are 2 9 mark questions are coming in this paper. A lot of students actually very rarely only we can see they are only randomly, sometimes 9 out of 9 students are very rare to find. Most of the students are getting like a majority, like 7 out of 9 or 6 out of 9 something. They don't know how to actually go to the higher level of this mark. There are techniques to take that 9 marks, 9 out of 9. You have to plan the answer first of all. Plan 2 advantages, 1 disadvantage, and write like a validation answer, the conclusion line. You can talk however it depends on line, right? And give kind of a justification and overall idea about the answer at the end. So ending is very poor. A lot of students, the ending of the 9 mark, they don't know how to end this answer. So always stick to one option. If you have 2 options given, pick a one option and see, okay, this case asking they would like to carry out some promotional activities to increase the customer numbers for the bakery and cookery courses. They have 2 options. Option 1, offering a free bite-sized pieces for the bread and cakes to people passing its shop. So like this is another below the line promotion. You're offering free bite size, like okay, take this piece and sample, test it, and what cut can you see? Is it tasty? Okay, then come and sign up. Then you can explain to that people. Okay, this is our social enterprise. We are donating our all the income to charities and everything. We are having these courses. Would you like, there are 2 hour courses, 1 week courses, 1 month courses, and explain those people, and they can sign up for the courses. That's the easy method. But you have to spend some time. Sometimes you have to spend some cost for this food also. So that's a disadvantage side. How evaluation point. Look at the other method using posters to advertise local charity shop. So posters is a good method in a below line promotion. You can make attractive posters and local people will get information. However, posters sometimes not that much. It's a effective method and it's pollute the environment also. Using posters sometimes ugly. Always you have like a lot of developing countries you can see like ugly posters everywhere, which actually pollute the environment, the beauty of the environment. So posters is good method, like a low cost method, and you can keep that information for a long time. But for a charity shop, I don't think poster method that much working because they are local charity shops. You will give that idea to the customer's mindset. And there are like a more like electronic methods are available than posters method. This is like a old school method, posters. No one using any campaign. This is not using posters. No one using polythene campaigns. Right? Always they feel environmental friendly. Right? If you have Facebook, if you have Instagram, why are you going with posters? Right? With one click, you can millions of people you can share this information. So why are you using posters? Why using 1,000 posters in the city of Birmingham? Why are you polluting that? So if I am writing this question, I would like to take with option one because I have more points to write in that point. Then you can write. Both options are correct, but the way you're writing is important. So look at the model answer here. So option one, they say by offering a food to passing trade, by they could entice them to into the bakery. Like they can encourage them to come into the bakery and sign up. So evaluation analysis, you can see they could use this as an opportunity to talk to people about the way they do, what they do, and how they help the local community. Therefore, encouraging them to buy from the bakery or sign up for the cooking classes. They can encourage them, okay, please come and buy some cake from us, or please come and sign up for the cooking classes. Option two, poster campaign. They could display the posters for free, and it can be considered long-term poster you can keep for a long time. As posters stay up for some time, people visiting the charity shops maybe entice into the visited Loaf, which is nearby. Sometimes it will give some indication, encouragement. However, point look at the disadvantage of the giving cakes, passing by thing, having someone outside giving. How the samples mean that the person is not working. The bakery selling goods, which could be considered a waste of time, and they will not going giving out free food, which can be expensive also. There are a minimum thing, but you can consider that also as a disadvantage. And poster campaign, it is cheaper method of advertising, but many people, whatever, not bringing to the clientele that Loaf would not purchase its good, right? Loaf would want to purchase its goods. That's why normally an evaluation point is like that. Conclusion line you can say, however, it depends on the Tom Baker's like a management decision, and then sometimes you can use overall giving some free items and everything. Sometimes will be more productive and effective. Therefore, you should give this as a more meaningful. It's very wise to use the option one in this case. Overall, they should go ahead with the option one. You can tell like that. So that's how you have to write for like a 9 mark question. So today we discuss 1 and 2, question number 1 and 2 of the 2020 May first paper, the regional paper. The case study is about the Tom Baker. We talk about this paper 2020 May investigating small business regional paper. Right. My next session, please continue with this video series. Paper 1, question number 3 and 4, which is 12 mark also, and another 9 mark also cover in my next session. Please join with us and then watch this video series. Then you can go for a good grade in your predicted grade things and mock exams, anything for your coming weeks. Then so that will wind up today's session. Have a nice day for everyone. See you in my next session. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Hi, sir.